Okay, I'm gonna spend this game talking exclusively about how I get my marks on Kindred. This is about like a goldish elo game. It's not too serious. But junglers generally do know how to act against Kindred. They do know how to deny marks and stuff. Even more so, these players have a tendency to go way too hard for a mark. You'll find the enemy team suiciding for some marks. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. You can tell how much more aggressive they play when you're trying to go for a mark. It can be a real tilt factor too. If Kindred is able to get a lot of marks early, it's just a big mental pressure on the enemy jungler. I'm just doing standard clear right here. This is like the second Dread game I've played on Kindred, so I'm not too used to getting a leash on this side. So I do kind of fall low on this early clear. I try to do these at the same time, but I'm kind of worried that I'm sacrificing too much HP for this. And I definitely am too. Like, the mark isn't spawning for another 40 seconds. Just puts me in a position where I can't really gank, but I try to go for the Teemo anyways. I figure we have a Volibear, and he's not going to be able to burst me down from this HP. Volibear flashes to flip Teemo, and he flashes in return, and that's all that happens now. All I have to do is wait 15 seconds for the scuttle to spawn, and this is when RNG typically plays into the game. I have no idea which side of the map mark spawns on, but I'll just take this map, or take this side always, and hope it ends up with me. And you can see that I didn't get so lucky as Olaf. I did not get to mark this game. But it's okay. Top lane is flashless, and I see a really free gank mid lane. Just because the Victor is so pushed up and playing aggressive into LeBlanc, so maybe that's super easy to gank for. I don't mark him in time, which kinda sucks. And I also go to check the Scuttle Crab, which unfortunately it's down, but that's good, since I can move on to wherever it's going to be next. But then I move back into my Wraiths, or I move down to bot lane, because they're so pushed up. And I randomly come across Olaf in my jungle. And I know I can fight him. Kindred can basically kite out anybody, early levels, if you play well enough. He almost gets close to killing me here, and you can see after landing that other undertow, he almost wants to greed for it, or he does end up greeding for it. But unfortunately, I already swapped my mark onto Teemo, so I don't get a mark off that, which leaves me at 0 still. Which is fine. No idea where it's going to spawn next, but it can be at the Wraiths, I believe, or Scuttle Crab. Those are the only two places it'll show up when I have 0 marks. So I have nothing to do right now except just farm. Top lane is pushed in, mid lane is pushed in. There's nothing much to do. I can't really look for a kill on Teemo. I can maybe look for a kill on Victor. But other than that, I can look for a fight with Olaf. And I can see right here, Teemo pushes up just a little bit too much, and I'm able to get a free gank off on him. Just because Volibear is in range. I almost didn't get the mark even. That was kind of scary. So right now, Teemo's died, and I still don't see a mark spawning on the map, but I still have one. So I know that it can still be on the Scuttle Crab. So I'm waiting for this one to pick it up. And it definitely should, but it spawns over here, which is really unlucky. That kind of screws me over. This is the kind of stuff that tilts a Kindred early game. Like, he just killed his camp, but it's spawning a mark on it. It didn't just spawn on Scuttle Crab for whatever reason. RNG. Though, Olaf did start red buff level 1, and I'm seeing him clear mid while his red buff is spawning. And I know I have enough damage with my red bow and talisman to take it, so I quickly snipe it when it spawns, and he's lost. He doesn't know what to do. Kindred just stole his mark. And because I didn't kill the Scuttle Crab earlier, it now spawns on the Scuttle Crab. This is great for me. This is super good for Kindred. It's important to leave a mark up, or a potential mark spot up, for situations like these. You can't always do it, but it's good to know about. Get another free gank off on Teemo, just because it's Teemo and he still doesn't have flash. Don't see Olaf anymore, because Olaf kind of ignores me in this game and he just goes for objectives, which kind of sucks. I go back up here when I really could have just gone down to take this Wraith, but I had no idea where Olaf was and I figured he was taking this away from me. I probably should have checked earlier, and right here, I ignore everything and I go check Wraiths. I know that I don't really need any of these. I don't need the gold from any of this because it's not getting me anything. I don't really need blue buff because Kindred doesn't benefit off of it too much unless you have low mana. It's better to check for their wraiths to see for a potential mark or a fight. And I get the mark, which is perfect. Wraiths are super easy to take on Kindred because you can really just auto-attack the big one twice and then smite it and it'll instantly die. And that's all you need to get the mark. Right here, this looks really good for me. This looks like an easy gank. I know I can key right into Victor. The moment I see the block land chain, running right over. I want to give this to LeBlanc, but Victor gets his Q off, so I have to Q him. Which is fine, which is okay. And Olaf actually took my red buff here, I believe. This is pretty smart by him. He knows that I'm coming for red buff. So he tries to take a fight with me, but he loses it. I don't use my ultimate here because I want to kill him. This is a super important fight. If I lose this, I feel like we kind of lose the game here. But I hold onto my ultimate. Because I either go for the ultimate or the 50-50 by using my ultimate here and kind of leaving it up to chance that I'm able to kill him after my ultimate. Or I can flash right here and possibly kill him without having to use an ultimate. I feel like that's more relying on my skill rather than leaving it up to chance. You just need to have confidence in outplaying your opponent. And that leaves me at 4 marks, which is really nice. 2 of them are from champions, and 2 of them are from camps. I believe. Yeah, that sounds right. A mark spawns in his wolves right here, but I don't go for it when I probably could have. My thought process was just that I figured that Olaf's going to be running straight into his bottom jungle when he sees that mark spawning. Unfortunately, he doesn't go for it. He goes into his topside jungle, which I don't notice until later. I don't believe I get this mark. But top lane goes Teemo. Top lane's winning. I'm winning. The game's basically going to be over at this point. I see Olaf right here, I believe. We see him topside. Maybe we don't. Yeah, he goes and kills topside. I try to kill him too, but I don't really have a good reason to. I probably could have been running to this the entire time. Instead, I go top lane and waste Olaf's ultimate, and now he goes and takes the wolves. Okay. Yeah, I probably could have taken those instead of going top lane. Not too sure what was going on. But take golems, because that's all it's up. Right now, I don't feel like my mark can spawn anywhere, but not too sure when they spawn. Not too sure when my marks start spawning on buffs, but I'm pretty sure it's at 4 or 5. Otherwise, I just keep ganking to see if there's any convenient marks for me. This is a really good fight. My damage over time just barely kills Jhin, and then I finish, and then I kill Olaf by myself. It's another fight where I'm not forced to use my ultimate, which is great. I only like using Kindred ultimate when it's like, like 3v1, really. I don't like having to use my ultimate in 1v1, if it's close at least. This is me just running into their jungle to look for any marks. I see it spawn on their red buff now, so I'm right. On 4 marks, it can spawn on buffs. So I'm trying to make my way up to red buff. And obviously, I do it by killing Victor. Now this is kind of dicey. This is definitely risky. I knew I was pushing my luck with this, but I just knew I was really strong. I was definitely ahead of them. Like, got full jungle item, tier 2 boots, and recurve bow. Along with me and Volibear, I'm pretty confident we can fight for this mark. So I try to. Even if I don't have that much HP. I just deal a lot of damage, but they go in instantly. I get the red buff, I cast my ultimate immediately, because there's no other way out of this fight. We get the Olaf because Teemo didn't blind me, but now he does blind me. But we don't die to him. Yeah. This is a really good 2v2. Wait, do I die here? Oof. What the fuck? Alright, didn't mean to do that. I got 6 marks now. That fight was a double whammy, actually. I got their red buff, which gave me a mark, and I got Teemo, which gave me another mark. Just 2 marks at once. Super OP. I see their marks spawn on golems now. I don't like going for this one, just because it's typically the ones that junglers go for right after they die. I don't expect to see it alive still, but it is. Olaf shows up on the bottom side of the map. I try going for this, but then Teemo punishes me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Let's see what he does. Yeah. He's just walking into river. He sees me on a mushroom. He chases me really hard. This is actually really sad that I die here. Yeah, I'm fucking mad. But LeBlanc gets me. That's okay. Because of that, I don't get this mark, I believe. Well, maybe I do still. Clearing my blue buff. Yeah, I'm not too sure I can even go for this mark. I check in again, just to see, but then Teemo's there again, he's defending it too hard. It's way too risky for me to try going in there. Oh, I get hit by another mushroom. I felt like I could have dodged it. I'm forced to use my ultimate. He kills me again by using his flash. Oh, this team was super obnoxious again. It's okay. I'll lose one fight, but our bot lane's still pretty ahead. No marks are on the map. I feel like they can only spawn on dragons now. Oh, no. They can still spawn on wolves. It's actually really generous. I think I remember thinking about this mark. Going on wolves at 6 marks is pretty generous. I'm gonna get this one. I feel on top of the wall. I have Olaf marked, but I can probably go for another person. I just feel like he's the most likely to suicide. Right over here, I probably could have had Jin marked beforehand. Or at least Victor. Their carries aren't very mobile. I die for that mark, or I die for those 2 kills, but it's fine. Olaf would have probably picked me up otherwise. Maybe. Their team is definitely better on objectives this game. The mark spawned inside red buff. I don't believe I ran to it immediately. No, I do actually. I actually ignore the dragon to look for a mark, which maybe isn't the best move, but it's only an air dragon. You don't lose too much off that. I'm just taking camps and getting whatever gold I can while our team is looking for a fight. One kind of just suicides. And I think I suicide here too. Yeah. Go for the Teemo. I only got that 1 kill. And I think I would have lived here if I cleared that wall, but I didn't, so whatever. I was kind of desperate to make a play there just because our team was losing a bunch of gold all over the map. Like LeBlanc suicided, we lost the dragon. And they go for dragon and Baron after this, but they don't have any damage to do it, so they drop off of it. Take blue buff here. I'm marks on Baron now, so I think that should conclude the video. There isn't much to go past here. It's just get your team to win a Baron fight and get another mark. Then you keep doing that until you win the game. Hopefully the enemy team gets picked out more than yours does.